Hi Flosstube, it's Donna, Doodlebug Stitcher. This is now attempt number 4 to video this for you today. So if you're new to my channel, welcome to the madness. If you're a returning viewer, how you doing? It's been a few weeks. We've had some trials and tribulations here which have prevented me from not being able to record a video. So unfortunately I have resigned from my job. The overnight shift just was not working for me. I think I kind of rushed trying to go back to work from my cancer treatment and from my injuries. I think it was just too much too soon, and there were a couple of issues that they unfortunately were wanting me to do things which were not the right things for me to be doing health-wise. And I don't want to really talk about it, but based on that and some other issues, I decided that it wasn't right, and so I resigned. So I'm not working again. So the haul I show you today is probably going to be it for a while. I also had a death in the family just before the Labor Day holiday. My uncle, who I was very close to, he was married to my dad's youngest sister. She passed away almost 20 years ago, and he passed away on the 30th from a long battle with prostate and bone cancer. So it's been a very trying couple of weeks. So, and then I tried recording this over the weekend several times, and the weather has just been crazy awful here, lots of rain. So today is the brightest it's been in almost a week, and even that is saying something, and it's not really that great of light, but it is what it is, and I wanted to get this video in. So let's talk about stitching. So my round robin project, it's finished. My portion in the part that I was stitching has moved on to the next stitcher. My piece is at the last stitcher right now, and then once it's finished, it'll come back to me. So I'm hoping that I'll have that to show you here in the near future. I do have 3 stitch along projects that got started in the coming weeks, plus another project to show you. So as far as stitch alongs, sorry, I thought I was done recording this, and I apologize. Woo, look at that. I don't edit people, so you get me in the raw form. And let's talk about this hair. I look like a Q-tip. My hair before my treatment was long and straight and beautiful, and I loved my hair. And we cut it short and then shaved it all off just prior to treatment, and then it finally started to go back this spring, and it's coming in like these tight little poodle curls, and I don't know what to do with it. So this is it. I just, can only do what I can do. Peace on Earth, Cottage Garden Samplings. That is SAL number 1 that I am working on. I am doing the cool color version as opposed to the warm version, which is also provided when you purchase the chart. And this is where I've gotten so far. So you don't see the light behind it. So I'm currently filling in the bricks on the house. So there's that. Then I also have the Home for the Holidays by Blackbird Designs. This is the 'Tis the Season SAL. Y'all have seen it in some variation or another. So that started, and this is as far as I've gotten. I am stitching mine over 1 over 2, 1 thread over 2, and this is 40 count fabric. So It's really pretty. I'm really loving it. This is Picture This Plus Heritage. And I'm making some changes. This is all the Victorian motto flosses except for the red. The red is Belsoir. I want to say it's, I can't remember the name of it. Poinsettia. That's it, poinsettia. Because I took a recommendation from Donna Ray Barrow, and I did the poinsettia because I wanted a more vibrant red with a little bit of punch. And then the other stitch along that I'm working on is Little House Needleworks, Pumpkin Hollow Farm. Lots of you are doing this as well. And I am doing this one thread over 2. This is 36 count. I forget the name of the fabric. I'll try to remember to post it below. It's really pretty. I did make some floss changes. So I changed the house a little bit. There we go. That looks better. So I changed the house color a little bit. I changed the color of the tree. And I made a tiny little error in the positioning of some of the letters in the sign here at the bottom, down here, over here. There we go. So the letter O, the 2 L's, and the other letter, the O-L-L-O is positioned one row higher than it should be. But you know what? It's my stitching and I like it the way it is. So I'm leaving it. So that, I made an executive decision. That's what I'm doing. So, and I apologize. I look like haggard. My apologies. I look really tired. It's just, life is just never ending. So those are those stitch alongs. And then if you follow me on Instagram, you'll have recently seen I decided that one of my projects, I keep dropping things on the floor, I apologize. So one of my projects is going to be considered exclusively stitched when I'm in the car or when I'm out. So this is for like times when I'm sitting at the doctor's office or waiting on the car oil change, or sitting in the pickup line at school, or riding in the car when we're driving somewhere long distance. So I chose the hands-on design knee high, which I started after July 4th this year. So I figured if I'm basically trying to keep track of how long it takes me, I'm hoping that I can have this done by Christmas so that I can get it finished and to put out next year. So if you go and look at my Instagram feed, you'll see where I was just about a week or so ago and how much progress I've made on it. So I'm right now working on the other side of the slat fence, and then I've gotten all the weight in on the quilt. And so I did do a lot of floss changes on this, so when I'm finished I will definitely post them because I've used Victorian motto threads, I've switched out the Weeks Dye Works. I really do need to give Weeks Dye Works another shot because I had stopped using them because I had been really unhappy with the way that the coverage I was getting with the threads. And so I've been like, anytime a pattern calls for Weeks Dye Works, I kind of go through and figure out a floss change and either switch it to Gentle Arts or Classic Colorworks or even Victorian Motto or one of the other threads that I have in my stash, or I go with DMC. But it's a shame because there's so many Weeks Dye Works colors that I love the coloring of, and I like the shading, but it's more about coverage for me. So anyway, so that's my car project. And then I was late doing this. A lot of you have done this and we're doing it the month of August, but I finally put the roulette roulette. Anyway, the Decision Roulette wheel. I took all of my Mania starts and all of my other works in progress that I found that I want to get finished, and I put them all in, and I made a wheel, and it's called the Get It Done wheel. Can you see that? Get it done. So what I'm going to be doing is all of my I have my card project which I will work on every day during the week. And then I also, 2 days of the week, I will work on each of my stitch-alongs until they're finished. In addition to that, that leaves one more day of the week, which is Saturday, because I named it Spin the Wheel Saturday, hashtag Spin the Wheel Saturday. So I'm going to be spinning my decision wheel and seeing what project. So since I'm announcing that now, I'm going to spin the wheel and we're going to see what project I'll be working on this Saturday. So what will happen is each week on I'll spin the wheel during the recording of the video, and then on Friday I'll post a picture of the before. I'll work on it Saturday, and then on Sunday I'll post another picture on Instagram of the after for that week, and then the following week's video I'll show it in the video, so that way y'all can participate. So I'm going to spin the wheel now and see what project we get for this Saturday. So we're going to get Itty Bitty Honey and Bee, which is great because that's a 1/1 project. So hopefully I can get some work in on it. So, so that will be this Saturday. I did receive a rack from Annie at Crazy Annie's, and let me get those out to show you. She sent me this cute little card and everything. And now I can't find it. Here we go. Okay, so this was from Annie. It was a random act of kindness, which I thought was really nice. So thank you, Annie. And so she sent me some Lizzie Kates. And if you haven't heard, Lizzie Kate has, they recently announced Lizzie Kate, after her retirement, decided to turn over the production rights to 123 Stitch. And so they will be I guess, from what I'm understanding, and I apologize because I'm not sitting right in this chair. From what I'm understanding, they are going to be the exclusive retailer of all things Lizzie Kate from here on in. And that is freeing up Lizzie Kate to design, which, you know, I think the business part of it prevented her, or kind of took a little bit of the fun and excitement out of the process. And so by selling off that production portion of the business to 123 Stitch, it allows them to design more. So there's a new design coming out in October. It's a Santa. Can't wait to see it. I already signed up for it, you know, to be able to get it. And so during the summer, I was like trying to find as much Lizzie Kate as I could because I'm a huge Lizzie Kate fan. And so it was very sweet that Annie sent me this rack, and it's all Lizzie Kate stuff. So this is the Quick It, Be Naughty, Save Santa Trip. This is the Snippet Autumn. Hold that thought as I throw it at the camera. Here, look at it. This is the Autumn Sampler, and I love the little house and the pumpkins. This is the September Blocks with Charm Flip It, which is the schoolhouse. Love it. This is Let Freedom Ring, And then I also have the embellishment pack for that. And don't get your tinsel in a tangle. Hashtag Skill Magnolias. Love it. So thank you, Annie, for those, that lovely gift. I really appreciate it. And then when she sent that, she also sent it with my order, so, which was great because I've been waiting on these all summer and I finally paid them off. You know, was able to pay for them all. So, this is Dog Lessons for People, which is also amazing because, you know, well, Poppy. And then I finished out the small series because I already had winter. I've had winter since it first came out. And then I got the spring, summer, and autumn now. So there's spring, summer, and autumn. And these use Weeks Dye Works, so don't know yet what I'm doing with them. But they do have DMC conversion, so I might do some floss tossing and figure out what to do with these. And then I also got the Snippet Peppermint Sleds, which was for this little guy right here, because it's all about the cardinal. And I think I might stitch this as an ornament for the school's Christmas tree. Which if you're new to my channel, you probably don't know this yet. Go back and watch some of my other videos, but we're big into cardinals. My big thing here is bees, ladybugs, cardinals, seasons, that type of stuff. My daughter's school mascot is a cardinal, so we're big into cardinals. But I did get this design, which is another flip it. This is the June block, and it had me at Ladybug. And then this is the Santa 2010. This is Socks and Underwear Santa. When you stop believing, you get socks and underwear, which is true in my house. So those were from Crazy Annie. Oh no, I'm sorry. One more thing. So I got the complete set of Flip It bits for the calendar. So we have a bit of January, bit of February, bit of March, bit of April, bit of May, bit of June, my favorite, bit of July, also a favorite, bit of August, bit of September for back to school, October, November, and December. So I got that complete series, so thank you very much. And then one stitch along that is starting actually today, the 12th, is the Teresa Kogut Halloween Parade. I haven't gotten my chart or my flosses yet, so I don't know when I'm going to get around to stitching that, but when I saw this fabric, I knew I had to have it. This is from Stitchery Express. This is the landscape version of Moonlit Tree, and it's a fabric done by fabricflair.com for Stitchery Express. And it's a screened on design of a tree and a full moon. And what I'm planning to do is to stitch in front of the tree, and I'll stitch, this piece is so big, I'm sorry, to stitch in front of the tree and the moon, the characters from the parade. So I'm not going to do the background or the border, I'm just going to stitch the characters. So that's exciting. I'll get the pattern eventually and be able to stitch it. I also did get some items that I had ordered back a while ago. I finally got them from Attic Needleworks. They finally were able to ship them to me. So this is Hoffman Distributing's Blessed is the Life. Lucy Beam Love and Stitches Summer Flag. I told you this, you're not going to see this much haul from me in a while. Not until I go and start working again. So Land That I Love from Country Cottage Needleworks. Not that I'll need to have any haul because I have so much. Yeah. Thank you. Old Glory from Legacy Patterns. Poppy, please stop stop. Sorry for the dog. Snapperville's Town Hall from Bent Creek. And that's the full town, so I'm going to have to track down the other pieces. This is the Lizzie Kate yearbook, July and August, which I love them both. This is Now and Then, Land That I Love. You get 2 charts, so one is that one, the boat, and then the other is this one, which is the one I love, because I love that flag and that tall building. And then Lizzie Kate Celebrate, this is Liberty. And then some limited edition Crescent Colorworks. So these are old, I don't even know the names of the colors, but a pack of those from Attic Needleworks. So thank you, McKenna and all the ladies at Attic Needleworks. And then this is stuff that's just come over time. A lot of it is from eBay. Stuff that I'm trying to replace from Lost in the Flood. Some that is new that I like. This is Hands-On Design. A lot of this is D-Stash. So Hands-On Design, Hey There Pumpkin, which I'm going to be changing some of the flosses on. And I have to pick a fabric. So that one. This is a D-Stash, Sunflowers in Summer, Country Cottage Needleworks. Stitch all the sunflowers. This is, I got this because it was a schoolhouse and I loved it and I thought it would make a cute gift for a teacher at my daughter's school. This is Little House Needleworks, Dear Diary, Rebecca Small, 1887. This is Country Cottage Needleworks, Farm Fresh, which I've been wanting forever. I need to figure out how you all put stitching in your kitchen, because I'd love to stitch those types of things for my kitchen, but I don't know how to display them and not ruin them with smells and stuff in the air. So if you have a suggestion, please let me know. Post it below. Plum Street Samplers, Cereal Bowl Collection, Sampler Lessons, lesson number 3. Because, you know, it's all about the bees. This is one of the wordplays. This is the July wordplay from Brenda Gervais with I Needle and Thread. I don't know how I'm going to be stitching this series. I have about half of it done. Poppy, stop! I think the dog is trying to learn how to open her cage. Poppy, lay down. This is All Dolled Up, the Strawberry House from Little House Needleworks, because the crow and those strawberries are TDF. This I found haphazardly. A lot of people were like, oh my gosh, I can't believe you got this. A Mount Vernon Christmas. This is just the chart. And then I'm going to be stitching it differently because I'm not putting that snowman on top of a house. I've never seen a snowman on top of a house before. So I'm going to change it. Pineberry Lane's Sisters Farm Fresh Eggs. I would like to stitch that for my kitchen as well. This is Stacy Nash Primitives, House on Pumpkin Hill. I think I need to get this going because it's got my favorite white pumpkins. This was the one I was missing of the 4 that are currently out. This is arc number 3. I have 1, 2, and 4, but this is arc number 3. I need to find out when 5 and 6 are going to be coming out. This is Christmas Row. This is a replacement for one that was ruined in the flood. And these cross-eyed crickets and the Fancy That are also flood replacements. So this is Beehive in a Garden from Fancy That. Get closer there so you can see it. And these are crickets. This is Orange and Black. And I really got it to stitch this for fall. And this is 2 of the 3 charts that make up the North Pole story. And so I have the first story and the second story. I have all the buttons from Just Another Button Company, and I need the third chart so that I can do that. And so the fourth, up here, E pluribus unum. Love those sheep. Look at those sheep. My goodness. This is to go with my winter circle. This is Thanksgiving circle. And then By the Light of the Moon. And I love this. I really wish I had stitched this when McKenna was a baby, because that would have been so cute on her door. And then these just came, or this just came. This is Scarlet House Bringing Home the Tree. And it comes with the bell and the cording for the trim. And then I want to try and find some buffalo check, black and red buffalo check, but flannel for the backing. And then lastly, there's a couple of needle minders. This one is by a company called FiveNineteenFinds. And it's a cardinal. It's very hard to see. There's a glare and I apologize. But there's some glitter in there as well. It's really pretty. I don't know if you can see that. There you go. You can see some of the glitter there. This was the needle minder that I had to order separately because I'd forgotten it, to go with my bag, my Raven bag from DIDDLYDADDLEDESIGNS. And Teresa made that for me, so thank you. I also got a new bag from her, which is, pardon me, it's sitting right here, the foxes. So cute. Look at those foxes. They're just adorable. My daughter had a thing several years ago. There was that song that was out, What Does the Fox Say? When she was a toddler, that was her jam. So, you know, we even have the book. So when I showed her this, I said, McKenna, what does the fox say? And she was like, it's foxes. So she was excited about that. And then this, my husband was excited about this bag. This is from Jen at Darkside Bags, Darkside Stitcher on Instagram. Follow her, her coffins. I don't understand the coffin thing, but I'm amazed by the amount of Halloween and fabric that she has found to do her coffins. Amazing. So I just love looking at her fabric choices that she has. So my husband picked this out, and when it came, there's a funny story. When this came, I unwrapped it. I'm like, honey, look. And he's like, I thought that was for me. And I'm like, this is a stitching bag. Why would you need a stitching? He's like, I thought I could put stuff in it. I'm like, no. I'm like, you do not get a bag like this unless you stitch. So unless you pick up a needle and thread, it's mine. So funny story, at least it was for us. And then lastly, or a couple more things. This is needle minders from MadforMinders. I had held off getting these because I was waiting for this one to come back in stock. And if you're a Disney fan like I am, you'll recognize the tightrope ballerina from the, this is the kind of like the pre-show for the ride. The stretching portraits. It's my favorite of the stretching portraits. And then I also got Hocus Pocus because, you know, it's all about the Sanderson sisters for me. And then Man in the Moon. And then lastly, I had seen these on Donna Ribeiro's Instagram feed. She had shown a picture of these. And I contacted the seller on Etsy and asked her if she possibly could make more. And so she sent me this, which is a scissor pull, which I need to put that on my scissors. And then she also made this little bee zipper pull, because I have two bags that are I have two project bags that are bee themed, so I'm going to put these on the zippers. This little bee though, it reminds me of the Honey Nut Cheerios bee. Yeah, I'm crazy like that. And then this, of the three, this one is I think my favorite. I just love the gray hematite beads. Let me turn this around so you can see it. It doesn't want to spin correctly. There we go. There's that. So that is going to be it for now. As I said, with me not working, the things I de-stash, I then turn around and use those funds to buy the things that I want. So check out my de-stash on Facebook, Cross Stitch De-Stash. You'll see posts from me there. If you're interested in seeing what I have, I'm happy to send pictures, so just message me. And then I'll be starting the roulette wheel selection on Saturday. So every Saturday will be a new project from the roulette wheel that I will work on. Until next time, thank you so much for watching. Please like this video and subscribe if this is something that you're interested in seeing more from me on. Please subscribe. Until next time, which will be next week, happy stitching, and I'll catch y'all later. Take care now. Bye-bye.